Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. That was just all the whistles and bells to say everything is live and technology is working for me today. It's actually been working for me for a while. Knock on wood that it continues to work that way. Hopefully you guys had a great day. I had an amazing day. Very busy, but got a lot done. I moved all of the BOGO stuff that was actually in the house, almost all set on the tables. I moved it to the craft room. I would show you, but I don't want to make you guys dizzy. I don't have a little handheld camera. I'd have to pick up my whole computer and take you in there. But it is all on the table in the craft room, and then we're going to do the bingo in the RV garage. We were going to move everything in the house like we usually do, but the weather has actually been really, really nice, and it's going to be nice and cool out here. So we decided to move everything out into the shop and the outside craft room. So I did that all day. That was exhausting. I am definitely ready for bed, but it is almost done. I just have a few finishing touches to do tomorrow, and we will be set and ready to go for Saturday. So good evening, Heather. Good evening, Jane. And do remember that the BOGO isn't just for the people that come to the bingo. You can come anytime at 2 o'clock. I will probably be set up before 2, so if you need to come earlier, just shoot me a message and it should totally be fine. So yeah, welcome. Hello, Jessica. How are you? So I have been kind of focusing on designer series paper and not hoarding it. I am probably the biggest hoarder of designer series paper because it's so beautiful and you don't want to cut it up, but I'm making myself cut it up. So today's card is really focusing on designer series paper, and you guys are going to be so impressed on how easy this card is to put together and how beautiful. And I love the black and white. I'm not wearing black and white today, but I love black and white. So I'm using the new black and white designer series paper that is in the catalog as well. Hello, Teresa. Okay, I'm going to flip you over and we are going to get crafting. So this definitely is not a mess in front of me. Let me get my iPad up and running. Sorry, hold on, not now. Let's clear this out and make sure we are live. I should have did this earlier and I spaced it. Okay, there we go. So this mess up here is actually all of the new In Color ribbon. It is so pretty and so fun to play with. This is all 5 of our colors. So we have Sweet Sorbet, we have Parakeet Party, we have Orchard Oasis, make sure I get all of these colors, Starry Sky, and Tahitian Tide. So these are the new In Colors. And I wanted to focus with the designer series paper. I'm using the black and white with a splash of color. We're doing a tiny bit more than a splash of color because I wanted to kind of showcase these new colors. But it is super fun and super cute. Okay, let me get that out of the way and let me bring in the designer series paper. So this is called Perfectly Penciled. I love the black and white feel. I'm actually using this for a something for the July retreat. I can't give away too much, but it will be in this black and white with a pop of color. And both sides are the black and white. You can see I've definitely used quite a bit of this already, and I literally just got it. Let me show you, I think, one of my favorite ones. Let's see if it's right here. This one. So this one is absolutely gorgeous. You can even color these flowers and the leaves with your blender pens, and it makes it even more spectacular. But I love the polka dots. I love, love, love polka dots. I don't know if you can see my finger. You can tell I've been inking today because I got ink all over my fingers. So this is one of the new designer series paper packs in the new catalog. So that's what we're going to be playing with. And I brought in an oldie, but a goodie. It's Shaded Summer. So this is a stamp set that they had in last catalog. And then during celebration, they had the framelits to go with it. They decided to carry the framelits and the stamp set over. And this, I loved all of the sentiments. Some of our stamp sets don't come with sentiments, so it's kind of nice to have lots of sentiments to pick from. So this is what we're going to be using. Okay, let me bring in the card. So here is the card we're going to be making. And I do have it a top fold, and I did put a piece of the basic white on the inside, and I did forget to put that in the dimensions before we went live on what supplies you needed. But I thought this was so fun and so easy, and I love just the little pop of the sentiment, and you get to see both sides of the designer series paper and the new ink colors. So let's get crafting. So what you need, I cut all of my designer series paper the same. So this is a Sweet Sorbet. This one is the Parakeet Party. This is the Starry Sky and the Orchard Oasis. It will definitely take me a little bit of time to memorize all of these colors. But let's start with the Parakeet Party. So I'm just going to fold this in half. And I did put on there that you wanted a piece of the basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. You could really just use a smidgen for the top, but I just felt it was kind of easier to attach this whole piece to a larger piece versus this little tiny one. Hopefully that makes sense. So these two are the same size, the designer series paper and the basic white. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And what I did is I picked my sentiment first. So let's see. Let's do happy birthday. Happy birthday is right here. And my block is right here. So I'm going to take my stamp set and I'm just going to kind of put it up at the corner because that's where I want my sentiment to go. So I'm just going to put my fingernail off to the side a little bit, and I'm going to know that that's where I want to fold this back. This is really hard. Take your bone folder, crease it down, so now you get to see both sides of the designer series paper, and your happy birthday is going to fit right in the corner. Super easy, right? And you could really do either side. So if you wanted this side to be your focal point, you could just fold the other side down and have whatever side you want. So we are going to, I've had to open up a couple glue bottles today because every time I go to grab one, it's empty. I guess I need to just throw them away and stop thinking putting it upside down is going to get more out. So I'm literally just gluing this down to the basic white piece. So remember how I said earlier that you could just have a smaller piece on top? I just thought it was easier to glue it down to a whole piece versus trying to fight with it. So I'm going to grab a mini glue dot and I'm just going to tuck the mini glue dot up underneath that just to hold my little flap down. So let's grab the Parakeet Party and ink up our happy birthday. These are brand new ink pads, so I don't want to go too hard and get a halo. I'm going to stamp that right there. That looks pretty good. I'm going to grab, I already tied some bows. I'm going to grab the matching bow, put a mini glue dot on the back. I'm going to attach this to the bottom. And before I attach it to the card base, I want to bring in some of the in color gems. So you have all 5 colors and it's kind of an ombre. So it goes the lighter to the darker. And I picked the lighter ones on the Tahitian Tide. And I think I might do the darker ones on this one. And I just sprinkled a couple on. Nothing tragic. You can add more, less. Let's do one more. We need an odd number of gems. Well, let's put that one right here. There we go. Let's put this on. Yes, Heather, they are definitely fun. They are going to take me a little bit to memorize them and get to know them. But look, when you pop that black and white with that extra little color on there, it literally makes your card pop a million times better. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another piece of our basic white, and this is going to go on the inside. I will probably stumble over the Tahitian Tide the most. That is not an easy word to say. Okay, so there we go. See how easy these are? So fun. You get to see both sides of the designer series paper, and there's really not a whole lot of measuring. You just have to cut your designer series paper, fold back your corner, and you're done. Okay, let's play with this one. And let's do Above and Beyond, You Go There a Lot. I like that because lots of my friends do that. So let's do this one in Sweet Sorbet. So open up my ink pad. I'm just going to lay this on just to make sure it's the right size. Let's put this up, and this one's actually a little bit wider, so we might have to go a little bit farther out. So I'm just going to put my fingernail up top and know that's where I need to fold this back. Take your bone folder. And no two cards are going to be the same. And that is super nice. Put a mini glue dot on the bottom. Hopefully my block is big enough. I didn't think to grab a bigger block. And I'm going to gently ink that. If you're finding you're getting halos on your cards, it means you're pressing too hard into the ink pad. You literally just want to tap, tap, tap. You don't want to white knuckle in your ink pads because that's going to make you have halos. So line that up just so we make sure we get that even. And let's stamp that right there. That looks pretty good. And I think I might put the gems up top instead of on the designer series paper on this one. I feel like I'm going to mess up and cover up my sentiment. But look, it worked perfectly. We didn't. So let's grab the Sweet Sorbet ribbon. This ribbon is so easy to tie. It ties beautiful bows. There we go. Let's close up the ink pad so I don't put my hand in it, because I have done that a couple times today already. There we go. Oh, look at that. It just totally makes it pop. Love black and white with a splash of color. When we did in-person events with Stampin' Up, I would always join a swap that was black and white with a splash of color. So I've been doing black and whites for a long time. Let's do the little lighter ombre colors. I'm going to put one there. And let's put two smaller ones beside it. Perfect. Super easy and super cute, and totally will put a smile on somebody's face. Let's do the Starry Sky. Another one that is going to be different to say. So let's do this one. Let's do this as the focal point, and then we'll pull, but let's see. Make sure that we'll have to do it upside down just to make sure that the leaves are going the right way. So if you have directional specific paper, just make sure when you go to fold it over that it's going the correct way. So let's do Above and Beyond, You Go There a Lot. So using this stamp set, you can get so many different sentiments out of one design of cards. Okay, so I'm going to line this up, and this one's going to go right there, so we're going to fold back about there. Do you like my way of measuring? Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're going to fold it right there and call it a day. So adhesive on the back. For a second there, I wanted to make sure I was putting that on the right side. I probably should have stamped before I put this down, but that's okay. If we get a halo, we'll just put the gems over the halo. Starry Sky. Above and beyond, you go there a lot. Perfect. There we go. I could have pushed it up a tiny bit, but I still think it looks good. Let's add some gems. Let's do the darker gems on this one. I think I liked it up here, just because the sentiment is a little bit bigger and it leaves a tiny bit of a dead spot. I don't know, I think I lost a little gem somewhere. I'll probably find it attached to my arms or my hands or somewhere. Have you guys ever done that where you're like, I literally just had it, where did it go? And then you go into the house and you find it stuck to your arm. You're like, what is tickling me? And it's the gem you were looking for. So cute. This, put the bow on. Oh, I didn't put the basic white on the inside of the other cards. There we go. These are so fun and so cute. I literally cannot wait for you guys to see all of the fun stuff that we have for bingo. I'm so excited. We have 2 more sleeps until bingo. Can you guys believe 2 more sleeps? Okay, let's do the last one. And this is the Orchard Oasis. And I have the gem. I have the designer series paper. And I like that little butterfly up in the corner, but I love those flowers, so I don't really want to pull that down. Maybe I'll go this way. But then the lady or the butterfly's upside down. Oh, you know what? Why don't we just do it this way? Looky there. I just totally impressed myself. Let's do Love You Friends. So let's put this down here. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. And then that looks pretty good. Let's flip this up. Grab your bone folder. Let's make sure that's still going to fit. And it is. And this one is going to be sideways. You just have to make sure to glue it down to your card base right. You do all the work and then you glue it wrong and you're like, man. But still send it out. You can send it to me. I'll totally laugh with you. It's not like I've never done that. Here we go. Love You Friends. Let's open up the ink pad. Tap, tap, tap. Remember that. There we go. And the bow is actually going to have to go up top because of the way we did this card, which is still going to be absolutely gorgeous. Bring in the gems, and let's do the darker gems on this one. There's that. We'll put one down here, and then let's put one over here. He wants to roll away. And then this card, even though I cut it to open through the top, we're just going to put it sideways and put it down sideways. Super fun. I was not expecting to do a card this direction, but I actually really like it. And you could really grab the blender pens if you wanted to and color some of these leaves or color the little butterflies in there. So yeah, these are all of the brand new in colors. And I just wanted to showcase on designer series paper. And you don't have to have much when you have amazing, beautiful designer series paper. So hopefully all of these are in the camera and you can see, but these are all 5 of the new in colors. And the catalog did go live on the 3rd. So if you don't have a catalog and you need one, please, please, please let me know. I am going to hopefully, cross my fingers, make it to the post office tomorrow. I've got a couple of them I need to mail out. And you can order from the catalog starting on Tuesday, or was last Tuesday. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live. On Tuesday, I will be live again in the morning versus the 7 p.m. I have a hair appointment. Oh, thank goodness. It needs to be done so bad, so don't look at it. At 5:30, so I won't make it home in time to do a 7 o'clock Facebook Live. So on Tuesday, we are doing the live at 9 a.m. again. I know it's early for some of you, and I'm so sorry, but hopefully you guys can join us. I will see everybody, or many of you guys, on Saturday for the BOGO and Bingo, and we're going to have a blast. So have a great night. We will see you guys soon, and have a great week. Until then, toodles.